Would you please be seated? Well, we are delighted to welcome you this evening to this first deanery celebration. We have 21 of these, 20 now that lie ahead of us, but the very first one here in Crawley Down. And later on in the service, we'll be having a world first, a world premiere of the poem that has been specially written as we celebrate this anniversary of the Nicene Creed, 1700 years of Trinitarian faith and Nicene faith across the Church Universal, and 950 years of our diocese, of the mission moving from Crawley to Chichester, the foundation of the Cathedral and the mission to Sussex. And still our borders, 950 years later, the same as the original diocese, which is quite rare now in the Church of England. We're very proud of it. And so we asked Laura Darrell, a poet and priest in the diocese, to write a poem. And I don't believe any time, anywhere in the world, anyone's ever had to write a poem about the Nicene Creed. So I'm going to confidently claim that this is a world first and that it's going to be premiered later in our service in a few minutes' time. So welcome, and we are thrilled that you're able to join us, gathered from the churches across the deanery, laity and priests, together as the people of God, celebrating the start of this year of faith. On your way in, I hope you were given a bookmark, a We Believe bookmark, and a rather jazzy fridge magnet. Do you like them? Oh, good. I love a fridge magnet. The idea is that you use your fridge magnet to stick your bookmark to your fridge, and it will greet you every morning as you open the fridge to get your milk out for your tea and coffee. And you have there the prayer of St. Richard to start your day every morning for the year ahead. And it will never tire. It will never grow old, the prayer of St. Richard. But should you want refreshment in the morning, you can switch your bookmark over and have the full Nicene Creed on your fridge as you start the day. And so dwell on these words. Use this liturgy. Use these prayers in your devotions. Have them in your home. And please, priests or wardens, take a little bundle of bookmarks and take them back to your parishes and encourage other members of your churches to use them. Everything I'm about to say is on the Celebrating Faith website. You've got that on your bookmark, so you don't have to retain this knowledge at all. But we just wanted to scope out a little bit of what's going on this year, because the deanery services are just the beginning. And we've got a feast of initiatives, events, and services for people to engage with all year. And there really is something for everyone, so do look on the website. For a start, we've got Lent will soon be upon us. It's a little late this year, but we've got a Lent course. And it's been put together to help enrich your faith and nurture your faith and encourage you and build you up in your creedal faith. There's readings, podcasts, interviews, reflections, questions, perfect for parish groups, home groups, individuals. So I do encourage you to look at the Lent course and use it. And then we've got a big emphasis on children and youth. For 950 years, the baton of faith has been handed down generation to generation in our diocese. And that will not stop on our watch, will it? That baton of faith handed down is our responsibility now. It's been handed to us from generations that have gone before us, and it's in our hands now. And we want to use this year to make sure we encourage and strengthen and bless children and youth ministry. So 2 new things for this year: family camp. Bishop Will is going to start a camp for young families in July in Midhurst. And it might be that in your church you don't have hundreds of young families, but you have a couple or a few, and they might enjoy coming away with others from various churches for a weekend of worship, teaching, sacramental worship, fun, games, barbecue, sitting, talking, meeting others. I'm sure it'll be sunny. So do encourage your young families. We've booked sunshine. And then the second thing is youth pilgrimages. I'm going to be leading 3 pilgrimages across the diocese in this year of pilgrimage. And there is one in June. It's an overnight in Stenning. And we're going to be walking, talking, eating together, having silence, reflecting, learning, having lots of fun, setting fire to things. I'm sure there'll be bonfires involved. So there's June and July. There's a July one for young adults in Chichester. And there's an October day, Pilgrimage Day, out near Alfriston for young people. So again, do encourage your young people to come on pilgrimage with me and enjoy something different that will enliven their faith. And then lastly, a very warm invitation to come and visit the cathedral. So over to Jack, who's going to tell us about what's going on there.
Thank you, Bishop Ruth. Good evening, sisters and brothers. Thank you so much for hosting us this evening. It's really lovely to see you. I bring you very warm greetings from our new Dean, Edward, and from the Cathedral chapter. We have lots going on in the Cathedral this year. We have an exhibition on 950 years of faith. We have a concert with John Rutter. We have light shows. We have family festivals and picnics. But most importantly, what we don't have is you. And we would really, really, really love this year to see you in your cathedral and to very warmly invite you to go back to your parish churches and to organise parish pilgrimages to the cathedral, to come and pray at St Richard's Shrine, to come and join us for choral evensong, to join us in prayer. We pray for the whole diocese every day. We'd love to join you in prayer and in worship. So in the cathedral, in our family service every week, we set some homework for our worshipping congregations, and our homework for you today is to say, please come and see us. Come on pilgrimage as parishes. We'd love to welcome you. Do just get in touch with us to arrange any of the details, but the offer and the very warm welcome to you all is there.
And so now enjoy your world premiere of our Nicene Creed, a spoken word poetry piece.
What do you believe? As we stand in our pews or rows of chairs and recite the Nicene Creed, I wonder, what do you believe? As we sit in a meeting about whether we should use pews or rows of chairs, I wonder, what do you believe? As we put out the tables and make the coffee, and put out the rota for making the coffee, and put out the rota for putting out the tables, what do you believe? As we sit with a stranger who is looking for quiet, as we hand them a candle to light and remember, as we clear up the crumbs from a mum's giddy toddler, what do you believe? As we stretch out our hands to share peace and for bread, as we lift up our voices and bow down our heads, as we love one another, just like Jesus said, what do you believe? Do you believe in the Father who flung stars into space, whose benevolent image can be found in your face, who traced lines of eternity into every embrace? Do you believe? Do you believe in the Son, the second person of the Trinity, the three in one, the one who would come and renew us all, with a promise to be with us until the kingdom will dawn? Do you believe? Do you believe in the Spirit, the giver of life, the teacher of love and the queller of strife, who pours out its gifts at our baptismal start and makes us one faith, one body, one heart? Do you believe? Do you believe in the church, the vessel for God's mission, who is called to stay humble and accept the commission to be beacons of hope and children of light, until that day comes when we resurrect and reunite with the one who made us? Do you believe? We stand with the saints. We join with their praise. In our pews, all our chairs, all our voices we raise to proclaim our faith, our creed, our way. On this 1700th anniversary we say, we believe.